Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 live stream. Apologies, my voice is a bit croaky. I'm still sort of a bit bunged up from the cold I had a couple of weeks ago, which is annoying. Yeah, I'm a little bit bright as well at the moment. I could put the blind down a little bit. The sun is like at the perfect angle where it's hitting against the glass and then bouncing straight back, but like too much. But yeah, hopefully that's, maybe if I dip down a bit, maybe, no, that's not a good idea. Anyway, we got Yoshi, Callum, Jackie Dory, Zenith, Seb, Wesley, since the 2 years, much appreciated. We are on the 86, and we're going to be going up to Carlisle, hopefully, if we get there. Yep, this is new. This is out. Should be out on all platforms now as well, so that's good timing. Let's get going. Again, hopefully audio sounds all okay. Again, it's the first stream in the new place. There's still a bit of, I think there's still a bit of reverb in the mic, so I might just buy a new mic which somehow counters that in some way. Probably is a special mic which does that. Cool. Right, so do that. Apparently the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We're on the new Wi-Fi, so that might, maybe that's a YouTube thing when it says that. Let's come over here, get that on. That must be a YouTube thing. Yeah, it says the stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended, which I think is something to do with internet. But then we've now got the internet's about 10 times faster than the old internet, so there literally shouldn't be any issues. So that must be a YouTube thing. Right, let's do that. And we'll do that as well. There we go, let's get sat down. We probably will be late on this run as well, as we're dawdling a little bit. Cool, let me come into the chat again. You don't think you're going to get the 86? Hello DJ, you did catch us live, yeah. It's a bit pixelated. Make sure you turn up your P, or where is it? Yeah, turn up your P. I think that's what it's still called. Right. What we got? All the different switches. There's no headlight on here, I don't think. Or is there? We'll put that on anyway. Yeah, that looks fine. Train heat, that's already on. I think we're ready to go. Let's get the brakes off. We'll set the master switch to forward. The train will come alive. Yeah, just the YouTube only. We have. It shouldn't be, well, it shouldn't, hopefully it's not blurry. That might just be the game actually, because we're on PS5, so the sort of textures aren't the best. Right, let's get the doors shut. Brakes should be sort of off now. Yeah, they definitely are off. There you go. There you go, guard. Have your buzz back. Right. Let's go. Hopefully not blow it up. There we go. Cool. What bitrate? Apparently we're 2,748 kilobits per second lower than the recommended bitrate, whatever that is. But that can't be the internet, as the internet in this place is 10 times faster than the old place. So if it still says it, then that must be YouTube. Oh, I don't know, something like that. You've done a Sunday timetable service on Manchester Airport. Awesome, just brought it, so we'll try it out soon. Lovely, Kevin. It's a great night in your hotel again. Are you still on holiday? Nice. I've also got a 4K monitor now as well for the PC, which is quite cool. It's like massive. Set the rate higher. How do you do that? What does that do? Can I do that on stream settings? I'm just a complete noob at this stuff. Okay, we'll do it HUDless as well. We are all stops as well up to Carlisle. Quite possibly Jackson. Where do you think you saw me? You probably did. Right, let's do a little running brake test. Send more bits to YouTube. How do I do that? Is that on OBS? I don't know if I can do that whilst... oh, I need to end that. There's no point doing that then. As long as it runs and looks fine, that's all that matters. Are you on Discord, DG? Send me a message if you know how to do that. We can, well, change that. Right, up to 80. There goes the line off the black ball. Whoa, that's going into red. Oh, I don't like it in red. Shouldn't be going into red. In OBL, you changed it on there. Right, hang on, we didn't even do the brake test. Let's do the brake test. You can't, lovely. The stream paused on your phone. It was last week. I was doing one of those last week. In fact, that's what I was doing today. A double Southampton. So yeah, you probably did, Jackson. You probably did. Blue HSC is going to Wolverhampton tonight from Scarborough. Nice. I want to try and be on time. Try our best to be on time. Do we know what the starter routes are coming to TSW6? We don't know. Even if I did know, I couldn't say. But, no, I don't know. No idea. Cool. Hopefully it'll be like the East Coast Mainline South or the Midland Mainline South. It's got to be something London. Like the big popular routes, London routes. Yeah, hopefully TSW6 is like East Coast Mainline South. That'll be good. Make it a popular, known route. Right, let's speed right up now. Up to 110. Well, we're only 100 actually. Awesome, DG, that's good to hear. You might see a tornado at Carlisle on the 3rd of August. Lovely. Is hopefully the stream's not lagging or anything. I mean, it shouldn't be. But I guess we've only got well, thanks to the 14 people who are in, but usually that means something's wrong. Hang on, let me get to stream health. That's good. That's alright. YouTube's confusing. Streaming's confusing. That's why that. Come on, now Lancaster is about what, 20 minutes away? It's quite a long stretch, this bit. I was going to ask you on the train, but I forgot. I probably said perfect or splendid to scanning your ticket, Jackson, or seeing your ticket. Then you'll definitely know it was me. Although I've only got, well, I've got two more days, then I've got my long weekend, so we'll probably do a couple of more streams on that. Yeah, it's been a long old week so far. I think the weather has got to people. As in people behaving just stupidly and people being completely irritating. In terms of people not paying for tickets. Yeah, been a lot of trouble over Friday and Saturday night. Although today and yesterday were pretty chill, so. Yeah, good to meet you too, even though I didn't know I met you, but that's good to see you. Class 87 is a bit faster than the 86. Yeah. This one's a bit slightly more sluggish. Just going to the North Yorkshire Horse Railway this weekend. Awesome. I do, DG, yeah. Let's get a little flyby shot. Let's zoom ahead. Cool, you got the buffet on this one as well. Nice. But yeah, I do work on trains. It's good fun. It is good fun. Although you do get trouble. but it is it's all right. It's okay. Got about 95 at the moment. I'm just gonna sort of go into the stream through there. Hopefully you won't hear it twice over. Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to change that bit rate then at some point. You have the wonderful early morning trip to Gatwick from Milton Keynes on Thursday. Nice. I'm actually up that way on Thursday as well. I'm actually up at Gatwick. Hang on, am I? I am, yeah. But that's in the afternoon. So I probably won't see you. You hope for train towards 6 we get Midland Main Line South of a 222. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Midland Main Line South literally is like it's literally screaming to be made. Because all the trains are basically already made for it, apart from the 222. So the 222 could be the new train. You already got the 700. We've already got the EMT 43. Just make the route. When did they release West Coast Mainline Over Shap? This was November. Yeah, November. Last November. So, not too long ago. It does still look like a completely new route. It's a really, really good route. It's an awesome route. Now the 86 as well, lovely. Cool. Right, let me quickly close that one down. Yeah, I'll change the bit rate. I'm in Discord. Yeah, I'll change the bit rate or whatnot. Change the bit rate on the next stream if our internet is able to handle it. Yeah, I've got 286 megabytes per second download, which is crazy, and then like 46 megabytes per second upload speed. I mean, that is like what? It's like 10 times faster than what we originally had. It's crazy, absolutely mad. Do you have the free starter pack will contain routes? Probably not. Oh, we missed the neutral section there, didn't we? I think we did. I heard the little psh. Well, the circuit didn't blow though, so maybe not, but possibly. I'm pretty certain there is a neutral section back there. If you remember correctly, you told people to stay on until Havant for the Portsmouth Harbour service. Quite a few of them got cancelled on Saturday. Now that does sound familiar. Yeah, that does sound like something I definitely, well, it is, I do say that, so yeah. Got about 90 again. Should have about, what, 5 minutes to Lancaster? Ish. I always say that and it's like double the time. Hello Tommy, I'm alright, hopefully you're alright. Dexter as well, welcome in. What would Dovetail Games do next for Train to Mod 7? I think it's Train to Mod 7, it'll be Train to Mod 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, basically until the thing dies, which I'm sure will be a long time. Hello Gareth. I'm all good. Hey, is that 101? Oh, it is as well. Another cool train to drive. Nice. Also, I was saying what irritates me in this like room here, the internet is on like 4 bars instead of 5 bars. Like, it goes up to 5 bars every now and again. It's like, oh, stay at 5. International 6 UK core. We need Swansea to Bristol. That'll be pretty good. Every route would be good. Any UK route would be good. Trying to think of my marker for slowing down for Lancaster, because I know there's like a 75, then I think it's quite slow coming into the platform. It's like 15 or 20. It's quite a fun route to do Hudless, this one, because it's just so long, but then it's fast as well. And you got the neutral sections you got to look out for, and you know, it's cool. Like, compare this scenery to what it's going to be like in about half hour. Completely different. Be up in the Lake District. You love the Cardiff City route. Good. It's good, that one. No, we don't do that, Jackson. No, the driver does that. You want to see more modern GWR? I wonder what's happened with the Great Western remaster. It keeps sort of just keep going back and back and back. I mean, I'm sure that's probably, it's not a bad thing. I suppose it means it's being worked on even more. Yeah, I wonder when we're going to see that. Well, I suppose that will be in TSW 6 most likely. Had that Wales finally, yeah. So as we've got all of the countries in Great Britain now, haven't we? Scotland, England and Wales in the game, just don't have Northern Ireland. Or, well, Ireland for that matter, as part of the islands, the British Isles. Glad that was finally got a mention in CSW. It's what, what routes could they do for, say, well, we'll do Northern Ireland first and then Ireland. What routes could they do? Something like the Dart would probably do quite well for Ireland. Wonder about 5 Circle 158 timetable or Peak Forest expansion pack. Yeah, they've slipped off, haven't they, those ones? Thing is though, say if there was an Irish route, would it have enough of an audience? Like, would it be popular? You live CSWI and TSW out of London Waterloo. Same with a Northern Ireland route. Would it be, would it be popular enough to be worth doing? SW out of Waterloo would be awesome. It has cameras, Jackson. Yeah, has cameras. Yeah, it has the cams. Looking forward to the JT 142 or TFW 142. I wish you had a clock in here, like the old German trains where they have the analog clock. There's enough. I don't think there's any in here. So you sort of just got. I suppose you have a watch. Change one of these. I'm sure the speedo's not important. Put a clock there instead. You want to see TPE? That'd be good. Especially now we've got the Manchester Airport commuter route. Right, I don't think we're that far off Lancaster now. It seems like a fairly big place we're speeding over. Got some high rises over there, so it must be it must be coming up to it. This is like the really long stretch. I mean, literally every stretch from this route is really long. I mean, the drive today is about 90 miles up to Carlisle. It is a very long route. You have to have time to do this route. So all the services are over an hour. There's an 87. This looks like an awesome pack. Can't wait to buy it. I'd love to see another pack soon. Maybe having Mark 1 coaches in the 81s to 85s. Are they as well? Yeah. How many 81s? And yeah, I know the 86 and 87s quite well. What about the other ones? Were they as popular? You'll see ATS do the Hope Valley next. If they add an Irish route, oh, and that's probably our sign that we're coming up to Lancaster. A flashing yellow coming on to a diverging route. So we'll start slowing down to about 75, and down to 20, I suppose. Cove to Dublin. Cheers, Jackson. Cheers. Did you used to get flashing yellows on here? So you probably did, didn't you? Yeah, it means we're going off on a diverging route, so the speed should drop fairly soon. And it also should mean, well, we shouldn't have a red up coming up because the flashing yellow indicates that we've got a diverging route. So it wouldn't know that if there was a red light. So it should already be all set for us. If it's not, well, that's not good. We've got 29 people in. Thanks all for coming in. Who has got the 86? It is out now. Yeah, what does everyone think? I mean, this is the one we're doing on this run. It's pretty cool. There's a 75, and then it will drop down even further. slowing that right the way down. I think it is. It's either 15 or 20 coming into the platform at Lancaster. It's faster if you're on the up line, but on the down it's a bit slow. I appreciate everybody coming in though tonight. If we ever get SWR, I wonder what part will be good. Portsmouth direct red line will be cool. I was doing a double Southampton today. And it should be round the corner into Lancaster. There's an 87. See, it's got the big 2 windows at the front, whereas we have well, 3 windows. There you go. We got the junction indicator. It's either 15 or 20 coming in. I mean, maybe it's even less. Maybe it's 20. We'll find out. I mean, we've got plenty of time to see it. But now coming up to our first station stop of Lancaster. Lancaster. And then after this it gets a bit more wiggly, the route. Hey Lesjet, how are you? Well, after Oxenholme actually. Is it 20? Pretty certain it's 20. There's a 15, maybe 15 then. Yeah, 15 I think. So one of those limits where you're already going really slow, so you can sort of just see it easily. 15. Yeah, that coming in on the up line's much quicker. I think you can come in at 30 on there. Sounds good, Jackson. Sounds good. Do you think the Riviera line will be the core route for TSW as cross country and GWR licenses have been given back? So that's hinting towards something you reckon. Riviera would be cool, though. Is how much would they do though? How much would be? How much would you want to see included? Line all the way up to down to Paignton or Kingswear. But that would be a pretty cool route. Be interesting to see how they would do the sea though for like stormy weather. Do you think they will modernise the Preston's Carlisle route to modern? Currently set in the 1980s. Can't see it happening anytime soon, but never say never. I don't think anytime soon though. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest stop, but it will do. Here we are, this is Lancaster, and we're on time. Well, we're meant to leave now, so sort of on time. Oh, you only just about fit in the platform as well. This is the baggage car. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. It's a long old train. And we have got the buffet on here as well somewhere. We've got the new Mark II F coaches. Where is the buffet? Here it is. Oh, we can't even get through to it. There's a little bar in there. Nice, Jackson, nice. Hello, dear Malappa, how are you? Right, we got the off indicator. We got the road. Let's get the doors shut. We'll start getting that brake off. And put the loco brake on. We'll buzz the guard. And it's Oxenholme next, which I can't really remember whereabouts that is. But I know there's a neutral section before it. Right, hang on. Let's start running it up. There you go, we're off. Let's get a little shot of this leaving. And we got Meteor. They got funny names, these ones. Meteor, this one. You're buying the 86 when you get paid. Got hospital on Thursday. Hello, David. I'm alright. Hopefully you're alright. Nice, Jackson. And we're off. And this gameplay is coming from the PS5 Pro as well. That's what we're on tonight. Let's get back in. It's a bit slow here, isn't it? Cool. Yeah, Oxenholme. I'm trying to think of a marker for coming into Oxenholme. I know there's the neutral section before it, and that's about it. Ah, so hopefully it goes all well, developer. Even if I do an Oxenholme like Tintin. Hopefully not. See you, Jackson. Thanks for coming in. Take care. Now, what is this river called? I heard is it the River Loon? River Loon? It's a loony river. Over we go, though. Lovely looking loco, though. Oxenholme Lake District. Yeah, that's alright, Dave. Well, we're literally just coming up to sort of the more scenic part of the route. That was sort of the fast bit between Preston and Lancaster, which isn't really not as interesting. Cool. Now we can start speeding up now, back up to 100, I suppose. There's also a neutral section coming up as well, so I have to be ready for that. But I think there's the one after that. What was there one? Yeah, I think the next neutral section after that one is the one before Oxenholme. The River Loon. Just don't stop at Oxenholme. As we slowly make our way out. We did have a green, so which is good. I'll get that up even more. Hopefully, hopefully everything sounds alright, looks alright. Anyone guess what station we've got the departure board set to? If you can actually see it alright. Again, it's sort of slightly hidden behind the mic, but you can still see it. Penrith is suffix the North Lakes. Yeah, it is. Just to make it more obvious. I think it's uphill out. You can sort of see it's uphill out of here. So we climb our way out. As we build the speed up. When is TSW6 coming out? I'd imagine probably September. I mean, going off of Train Sim 5, Train Sim 4, sort of, yeah, late September, isn't it, usually? So probably that, well, they're saying that they have announced it quite early. But it'll be probably September. Tends to be when the new games come out now. I think the last August release was what, Train Sim World? No, it was Train Sim World 2. That was the last one which came out in August. Right, let's cut the power and pressure. There's a neutral section coming up. Lovely. The river just crossed the Loon River. Well, we go up to 100 now. Here's the neutral section. So you should see the little L and H get the line light and the heating light go out. Ready? Look, they've gone out, and they should think, there you go, they're back on. That's the neutral section cleared. So we now go up to 100, and as we come up to Hess Bank, Fernbus might be adding the UK. Ooh, that'd be cool. Finally, a game with the UK in it, which isn't TSW or TSC. Cool. Not sure if there'll be a video tomorrow in the 86, as we're doing a stream tonight, as I haven't actually done tomorrow's video yet. So yeah, it might not be the 86. But we'll see. And this is, well, this will set you back £19.99 this DLC. So do make of that what you will. If it's a good price or not. Again, it is a Just Trains product. It's not just the Loco, you're getting all of the new Mark 2Fs as well, and the buffet as well. Yeah, so make of it what you will, the price. But again, it is JT, which usually is a higher quality. Oh, nice, dear Malappa. Finally. Let's run it down a bit. All I can remember is that on here somewhere after Carnforth, there's a big brick tower, and I think not too long after that the speed comes down to 90. That's something I can remember on here. Just running it down a little bit. I think we're still going uphill here. Should be. Still running it down. And let's leave it like that. Cool. Let's get a flyby shot. As we head into the Lake District. Well, it's into the more hilly part of the Lake District. Shouldn't be too far to Carlisle. Does lag a little bit on the PS5 Pro, just a little bit. Frames aren't the smoothest. This is Carlisle, which is sort of off to the side. You'll be at Nilsson train on the first day, awesome. Probably see Jeff Marshall and all of the crew there then. There's Carlisle, absolutely whizzing past. We're going about 97 miles per hour at the moment. So we're going fairly quick. I'm hoping this train isn't limited to 90 or something. I'm pretty certain this one is 100, even with the coaches on the back. Should be up to 100. See the hills in the distance where we're heading. Cool. Love the variety in the coaches as well. All the different liveries together. You got Intercity, you've got the BR Blue, etc. It's nice. Want the Mark II F's the first BR coaches with aircon? Oh, not sure. Probably. Yeah, so when we see the brick tower, we'll come down to 90. That's one thing I can remember from this. And then it comes down to what, 85 through Oxenholme? I think it's 85 through Oxenholme. Well, of course we got to stop there, so we don't want to be going 85 through it. Just to make that clear. And there is a neutral section before Oxenholme. So I'd imagine that probably is the next neutral section up. So when we get the warning board, we'll know we're about a mile off. So that's when we can start slowing down. I don't think we've actually ever stopped at Oxenholme. Oh, hang on. No, we have on the up line. I'm not sure about the down line though. Well, it's not on stream. I think on stream for this route you've always done the fast runs. It's cool, David, isn't it? It's cool. That's been good times. Yeah, we're definitely climbing here. I can feel the gradient change. Driving 87's a lot refreshing. How to drive classic BR electric tap-in locos. It's great to have them in the game. Really impressive to see. Hopefully we haven't missed where that 90 is. Again, as long as I see where the neutral section is, we'll be alright for Oxenholme. But it is one of those like hardest, like Oxenholme probably is one of the easiest stations to miss in the game, or on this route. Because it's sort of, it's on the corner, so you don't see it until the last second. It's one of the more tricky stations to stop at. So to us, I don't blame Tintin for going through it a couple of times. It is, yeah, it's a trickier station, Oxenholme. Got about 100 now. Nice bit of speed on us. Before we get into the slower part of the route, which I mean the slower part is about 80 miles per hour still. So not exactly too slow. That's the DVD going off. Cool. But yeah, hopefully the new background looks cool though. I think actually that's probably better than the old one. You got more posters up, we got leaflets as well up the side as well, so that's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah, still got 32 points. Thanks everybody for coming in tonight. Hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday evening. Hang on, is that tower I can see? Yeah, the big, it's a funnel, I suppose, a chimney. The brick chimney. So we'll let it come down to 90. I think it's 90 it's going to come down to. Hopefully it's not 85. Let's pop that to off. We'll let it sort of naturally come down. Gonna get your Scottish Roots map poster framed. Yeah, I've got the London and the South East map behind us. Yeah, London and South East rail services poster. I would show the webcam so I can spin it around to the other side, so I've got posters on the other side now, but I'll probably then end up screwing up the positioning of it. Might be able to get it back to where it is now. Right, is that speed limit going to start? If it hasn't already. Probably has already, hasn't it? Probably missed it. But we're not too far off Oxenholme. It's getting closer. And I'm pretty certain if the speed hasn't come down already, it will come down soon. There you go. Oh, 100. Okay, not 90 then. Which, I mean, for us, for our train, our top speed's 100 anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Well, it definitely comes down to 90 somewhere, though. I don't think it's 100 through Oxenholme. That starts just after Oxenholme. So really, what we need to look out for is the neutral section, as that's somewhere close to Oxenholme. Hey Chris, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, the neutral section will indicate when we're coming up to Oxenholme. So it's a bit eagle eyes for the warning board, as I doubt we could slow down in time from where the neutral section is. But from the warning board we'll be alright. Still climbing up though, climbing up into the hills. Again, a very scenic route this one, very pretty. Oh, we're not even at the prettiest part yet. Cool. I'm pretty confident we can still continue speeding up for a bit. I'll get it up to 90, we'll leave it at 90. And that will do. Run it down a little bit. Cool. But yeah, hopefully we don't speed through the station, because that wouldn't be any good. Not good at all. Right, let's set that off again. Again, looking out for the neutral section. It can't be too far off now. I'm hoping there actually is a warning board for it. Yeah, here we go. So now we're coming up to Oxenholme now. Oxenholme is upon us. So it's sort of on the side of the valley as well. You can see we're going up there. Sort of going up. So we'll start popping the brakes on, and the neutral section, well, it should be just after the neutral section, Oxenholme. As the station is, yeah, sort of just before or just after the neutral section. As we approach our second station of the night, Oxenholme. Yeah, it's just round here to the left. There's the neutral section. There you go. See the line light's gone off and it's back on already. We successfully traversed the neutral section. Yeah, we'll keep it at about 50 for now. It's still a little bit further up. Hey Victor, from Denmark. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. Maybe we slow down a little bit early. But yeah, look how long the train is though. I wonder if we even will fit into Oxenholme station. That will be the junction indicator, probably going down the Windermere branch. So it must be, yeah, just here. Yeah, this is it. Is that another something yellow in there? No, it's just one of the work vans. Oh, there is another train there. There's a 101. Yeah, it looks like a 101. Well, coming into Oxenholme. Probably are running rather late, but it's quite hard. It's quite a tight timetable to stick to on this route. They even got, what's that, an 87? Yeah, 87 there. So the 87 still does the fast services. The 86 does the cross country services. Not many. I don't think there are any London Euston services apart from the sleeper. Not the 101's off, so that's that Windermere connection gone. So we probably were meant to be here earlier to connect with the Windermere one. Oh, awesome, dear Malappa. Proper long platform, so we might fit in. I'd sort of assume we'd fit in, but a tiny bit of power just to get us to the end, and then we'll put the loco brake on. Oh, so not too bad of a stop. I might even need the train brake for here actually, because it is quite a gradient. Right, here we are. This is Oxenholme. And do we fit in? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we probably could fit about another coach in there. Look at that though. Awesome. Here we are. So it's Penrith after this, which is a long way away. I'm only a minute. Well, we're only about 2 minutes late. I'll take that. That's all right. Were these ever on time? And yeah, Penrith up next, which is going to be another tough one to know where it is. Right. Cool. Yeah, I think everybody on this train missed the connection for Windermere. So I suppose that's probably what this train's meant to connect to, is that Windermere service. But yeah, that's a misconnection. I didn't hold it. There you go, we're off. And as you can see, 25 miles to Penrith. Although it will be probably about 30, 35. As that's in a straight line, 25 miles. Whereas we're not going in a straight line. This is the wiggly part of the route. But this is the longest part of the journey, I believe, between Oxenholme and Penrith. Or one of the longest bits. Oh, there goes the Windermere branch down there, which actually all the track is there. So that's got to be a DLC at some point, the Windermere branch. Yeah, all the tracks there. I mean, you can see on the map. All the trains are there. You've got the stations. Everything is there on the Windermere branch. It's just waiting for scenery, which they could sell as DLC. So I'd imagine we'll probably see that at some point. And again, if you're good with the 87, you'll breeze with the 86. It's an easy train to drive. And again, the only thing you really need to know about the 87 as well is just don't get... You see the little, is it the ammeter there? The traction motor telling us how much we're putting into it. Don't let that little white thing, the little white pointer, get into the red. If it gets into red, not good. That's literally the only thing you need to remember. Is don't get that into red. Otherwise it will overcharge. And you're all set. You like that in the 80s, DMUs and EMUs based in Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, Glasgow had their PTE logos on one side of the train and the BR arrow on the other side. What was the reason for that? Then you've got a sidings. Is it Grey Rigs siding? There's a siding up here. And after that, the speed comes down to 80. I'm pretty sure it's 85, then 80. We'll go up to about 85. And once we see the sidings, we'll come down to 80. Which is sort of the lowest limit on the route, on the main line. Cool. I think that's Kendall down there. So again, we will be late on this run. So we climb our way up. Scenery goes on for ages though. Again, the Windermere branch is sort of all ready to be added. Or at least it seems like it. So hopefully one day. Right, let's get a little shot. Have a little flyby shot. There it goes. Pretty cool. Part of the integrated transport system. Ah. Got about 78 at the moment. I'm happy with that. Let's not push it too much. Oh, there's the 85. And then the 80's after the sidings. I think they're called Grey Rigs siding. Because you've got Grey Rigs, then you've then got T-Bay, which is the next one. Then you've got Shap, then you've got Hardendale. And after Hardendale, that's sort of, when we're getting closer to Penrith. Because for a route which is 90 miles long, there's not really many stations. It is quite sparse. Used to have more stations. Obviously they all shut down. I think Shap and T-Bay used to have stations. Cool. Let's run that down a little. There was an attempt to have an integrated transportation apart from London. Oh, okay, fair enough. Again, hopefully I'm not looking like I'm about to fall asleep, because that very much is the case. It was, 4 AM alarm this morning. Although tomorrow's 6:15, that's alright. But once you get the 86 in, and as its release day, we're doing it. I thought, let's do a stream. Let's test out the streaming capabilities of the new place with the 86. And I would also like to get back to Manchester Airport commuter as well soon. So 37 people in. Thanks all for coming in. We've been going about 50 minutes now. So we've got I'd say we've got about another 40 minutes left. I think it said this was about 1 hour 20 minutes, but add about another 10 minutes on top of that, as we're not going to be on time. And I'm trying my best to stick to the limits. And what's it? It's 85 coming down to 80. So we'll get that up to 80. Yeah, there's not much leeway in the timetables on here for the cross-country services. Let's run that down again. And then I think after Grey Rigs we then go downhill into T-Bay, then we go up again really steep up to Shap. Yeah, this is Grey Rigs coming up. You got the junction indicator on that signal. Yeah, pretty sure it's down to 80 in a second. That'll be called Malapa, and then you could then layer the TPE trains onto that. Which would be great. Yeah, I think this is Grey Rigs, this is known as. There's the 80. I can remember things on here. And then we then go down for a bit, basically down the hill to T-Bay. So I'm just, the power's off. We're going about 70 at the moment. We should naturally start building up the speed. It now looks like we're sort of going down now. There's the motorway. So sort of following the valley down. So I should naturally start picking up speed. Down to T-Bay. Or at least it feels like it's downhill here. If it's not downhill, what is going on? It feels like we're going downhill. Just coasting it. And if you're enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a thumbs up. It all does help out. And yeah, thanks all for coming in. And yeah, hopefully the new setup looks pretty cool. And sounds hopefully okay. And again, I'll take a look at the bit rate, if DG's still there. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Up to 90? Maybe we are going uphill here. Although it almost when you go down, it almost feels like you're going down. But maybe it's the hills going, just getting bigger, which sort of makes it feel like we're going down, but actually they're going up, possibly. Yeah, look at this though. I mean, as opposed to say half hour ago, where it was sort of quite flat. I mean, look at this. We are very much now in the Lake District. It's amazing, sort of how far you travel on this route. Sort of on the sort of straight, fast, not as interesting bit from Preston up to Lancaster. And then sort of getting that change of scenery, sort of between Lancaster and Oxenholme. Brilliant. Hello, Deville, how are you? Welcome in. Oh, this must be downhill here. Oh, it's just the hills getting bigger. You got about 85. Again, the next station is miles away. We don't have to worry about stations at this point in the journey. At this point in the journey, the only thing I'm worrying about is the speed limits, which I'm pretty certain I know fairly okay. Like, it should really only go up from there, it shouldn't go down. As I know, just before T-Bay, it goes up to 105 or 110. I mean, for us it's only 100 anyway. And then at Shap it comes down to 90. So the speed doesn't change an awful lot on this route. Well, the main thing is trying to see the speed boards, because they're tiny on here. Warning for a neutral section, so we should be coming up to T-Bay. Which again, almost, well, feels like we're going down a bit, but maybe it just, I don't know, maybe it's the hills. I don't know. Maybe we are still going up. It almost feels like from Shap you sort of drop right the way down, and at T-Bay you then go up again a bit. But maybe it is just up the whole way. Maybe it's mind playing tricks. There's 105. Otherwise, coast it for the neutral section. Should be coming up. This is T-Bay, which I believe once upon a time did have its own railway station, but so it's shut in the 50s or 60s. Right, the line light hasn't actually come back on, which showing it should have. So what we'll do is press the panto reset button, or the overload reset button, which is the top left button. There you go, and that's back on. So we'll start running it up again and get out to 100. And soon we'll be hitting the gradient. Hello George, I'm alright, hopefully you're well. Well, I should tell you, I'm getting a bit tired. The eye bags are growing. There's Carlisle and Wishaw before Motherwell. Hello Jamie, how are you? That sort of whine of the motor. What's the FPS like here? It does drop a fair bit. Hello Elliot, during Train Simulator have you derailed a train from the tracks? Many times. Not going like 100 or 1,000 miles an hour and whacking it off around a corner. It's usually a points derailment where I forgot to set the points and then the train just goes off and it, yeah. That's probably my main derailment type on Train Sim Mode and Train Sim Classic, is when the points aren't set and they're manual. Not from going, yeah, silly speeds and then flipping off and hitting a tree or whatever. Oh, it should be full power at the moment, so about 85. It's lovely, isn't it, the Emalapa? What do you think of the 86? You've been playing it since 12 and you love it. I think it's quite cool. Again, it adds a bit more variety to the West Coast Mainline Over Shap. It's another iconic electric UK loco. Another the Buffet, the Mark II Fs as well. That's nice. Hello Sam, welcome in. Again, hopefully visually it's looking alright as well. We are in HD for this. We'll try a 4K stream at some point, but that will be on the PC. Maybe when we're doing Train Sim Classic, although I don't think 4K actually benefits from Train Sim Classic, but try it anyway. That's a good point. Questions to the chat. There is a 4K resolution for Train Sim Classic, but would it actually show any better? As it's such an old game. Whereas on these games you've sort of got separate 4K settings. And then we come up round to the left, we go into the forest, and then we're at Shap. You're so excited for Train Sim World 6, nice Sam. We don't know what's coming yet though. Do get excited, but we don't know what's coming. It could be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something not really that exciting. It could be, what's all routes are exciting. What's like not an exciting route? It could be the Waterloo and City line, for all we know. It's like the UK core route. I can't remember what date they said they're going to reveal the bits and pieces, but I'm sure it'll be cool. I really hope it's the East Coast Mainline South or Midland Mainline South. That as a UK route, oh, amazing. Right, now I'm coming up to Shap. There's the 90. And then over to the right, you've got the little sign saying we're at the summit. Have we gone past it? I think we've shot past it. Oh, there it is there. Shap Summit. 916 feet above sea level. So we're quite high up. Let's get a little shot of the train as well in full swing. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Cool. And I think it stays at 90 until after Hardendale now. That'll be good, Elliot. That'll be good. You'd love them to extend the East Coast Mainline South route, East Coast Mainline to King's Cross. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Got some sea cow wagons there from West Cornwall local. And just down the hill from Shap is Hardendale. You'll see the smoke coming out of the chimneys. There it is, all there. And up to 95. Huge difference. From 90 to 95. I'm trying to think of what my marker is for Penrith. We've stopped there so little coming this way. I don't know actually. Penrith's going to be an interesting one. Great Cement 80s, 90s, come on this 86. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, what about early noughties? Great Eastern Mainline, when you've got, was it Anglia? Anglia 86s? Let's cut the power. It's all downhill, so all downhill. Oh, we're going 90 now. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what my sort of marker is for Penrith. I genuinely cannot think of a place where I'd be like, oh, I'll start slowing down for Penrith. I mean, there is like a couple of bridge. I think I bridge over the motorway beforehand, but that's quite close. Don't know. It's going to be interesting trying to stop at Penrith. Hopefully we'll be all right. The greeny blue turquoise version. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. If they did the Great Eastern Main Line, hopefully they wouldn't do modern day, because that would be pretty boring. I mean, literally just flirts and the Elizabeth line trains, boring. If they did the Great Eastern Main Line, I'd ideally want to see it when there was the 90s running. The 90s, the 315s, the 315s. Yeah, if you did modern day GEM, it would be pretty dead. Don't know what these sidings are called here. I've got a feeling the speed's about to drop. I've got a feeling it's going to drop to 80 shortly. Maybe. There is a slow bit between here, yeah. 80. I can remember some things on here. There you go. Bit of a wiggly bit, this bit. Yes, Chris, yeah, that would be good. Or, as we got the overground license, you could set it, what, 2019? When the 315 said overground branding? That would be pretty cool. Still got the 90s running as well, and the 321s as well. Can't forget those. Cool. Come on, Penrith, where are you? And then for Penrith, you've got the really long stretch to Carlisle. Again, it's a really long route. This one, it's a long drive. You really do feel it, but at the end you're like, we're here. When I wonder, yeah, in real life, how far do the drivers drive? Would they drive? Yeah, realistically, how far do the drivers drive? That's probably a bit of a silly question, but I assume they probably do sign all the way up to Glasgow. But then I don't know where the depots are for Avanti. I suppose I doubt you'd get like a London Euston based driver driving up here. I don't know, where are the bases for Avanti? Which drivers would sign this and where would they go? Hello Jojo. We are on console. Yeah, we're on PS5 Pro. There's the 100. And that's like 75 or something through Penrith, although hopefully again we won't be going that speed through Penrith. The drivers change at Preston. So would a London driver take it up to Preston? What's that? 2.5 hours from London? 2.5, 3 hours? I think drivers down here have like a max driving time of 3 hours. Scottish driver from Preston to Carlisle, nice. Cheers, Dimmer, that answers that. So we're sort of coming away from the hills a bit now. And it's quite steep coming down into Carlisle. I've got a ladybug just running up the inside wall just to the left of me, as you do. Wonder how that's got in. Oh, that was a bit of a shake. It is 100 here. That generally is the speed limit here. Hello Sarah, how are you? Welcome in. Why do I feel like Penrith's coming up? I want to slow down. Let's see, London to Preston. No, it's definitely coming out Penrith. I've got a funny feeling. I feel like we're approaching it. Again, Penrith's one of those stations I've got sort of, I can't remember. I've got a funny feeling we're coming up to it fairly soon. So we'll just slow down to a more cautious speed. I know we sort of swing to the left then to the right. And then and there's also a neutral section as well, so we should have a slight heads up. Yeah, a few buildings sort of appearing now, so there's some sort of village. There's an 86. No, we are coming up. Yeah, this is the motorway bridge or motorway. Yeah, that's the thing I mentioned earlier about the motorway and the road going on. The motorway going under. So it should then swing round to the right, and then we'll be at Penrith. I've got my head sway on 200%, Mr. Chippy, so it might be a bit much. How you doing, Mr. Chippy? You done the 86? So you're local to this area, aren't you, Mr. Chippy? Have we done any scenarios? No. Again, I don't really do scenarios. That's more of just a train sim classic thing. I just do service mode. I rarely do a scenario. I mean, we've still got a bit of a way yet. I'm definitely coming up to it. Slow down a bit early. 150/2s used to be used on the Goblin before electrification. Yeah, I don't tend to do scenarios for Train Sim World. Haven't taken the plunge yet, fair enough. I sort of wish the things we had in scenarios we had in service mode. Like, I know in some scenarios there's temporary speed restrictions and stuff like that. Love to have that just in service mode. And that's what I like about service mode, is sort of the freedom you have to drive how you want, stop, you know, I get the schedule, I know where I'm gonna, yeah. Whereas with scenarios it tells you what to do and you've got to, yeah, it's more instructed. Whereas in service mode we got the HUD off, we're driving as we want, it's not telling me to turn on that and do that and do that. I like the freedom the timetable gives you. That would be nice, Mr. Chippy. I think we have slowed down a little bit early for Penrith. But I mean, best safe than sorry. So that's probably another couple of minutes late. Hey, Florian had a run of the 86 earlier. Great fun. Awesome, Florian. 27 months, much appreciated. Yeah, we have come down a bit early. Oh, there was a neutral section as well. Oh, there's the warning board for it. Again, better safe than sorry. Yeah, to sum it up, that's why I say I don't really do many scenarios for Train Sim Classic, is I just like the freedom that the timetable mode offers you. I can do what I want. Whereas in scenarios, it's sort of like, do that, or connect to that train. Yeah. I like just getting in, having a schedule and driving. And yeah, we're a really long train, here we are. Stadium Shuttle. Oh nice, developper. So on a constant squat rail, do a non-stop shuttle from Glasgow Central to Mount Florida. Hopefully the platform's really long here. Should be. Bit of concentration here. No, not there, not there, not there, not there. That's probably not any good, is it? Move forward a bit. It didn't come to a stop. I put a bit too much breakage on there. I sort of overestimated. And as it slammed, or people probably would have started getting out, which is make an announcement. Everyone get out. There we go. Yeah, overestimated the need for brakes coming into Penrith. Well, so no, it's on a bit of a gradient. Is it on a gradient? Yeah, no, there's a down 1 in 588. So it's there's a bit of a downhill gradient coming into here. Let's set that to. No, hang on. I want to set that to. No, how do we set it to neutral? There. Off. As we sit and wait. Hopefully that add passenger cam in TSW 6, hopefully. Well, it would be really good though. 6 minutes, like I said, the timetable on here is tight. And up next is Carlisle. So yeah, a bit of a dodgy stop there at Penrith. Again, overestimated the need for the brakes coming in. Easily done. Right, let's get going. 17 miles to Carlisle. Let's probably add about another 5 or 10 on top of that. It's not a straight line. If the train wants to get going, there we go. It thought about it. It was like, shall we get going? There we got Meteor though, 86216 for this. Beauty. And there's only one pantograph as well, you don't get, oh there's another 86. Yeah, you don't get the sort of 2 pantographs like you get on more modern locos, it's just the one. What time were we due at Carlisle? We're due in there at 22, yeah that ain't happening. No way. And what was the time now? 10, so yeah, so we've got about 20 minutes to Carlisle. Yeah, 20 minutes, I'd say. Okay, now it's getting a bit dark in the room now, so I'm basically just using the natural light. So yeah, the sun's well, it's all clouded over now. So that's one thing I need to get is some sort of light on a stand looking in. Which imitates the natural light. Because yeah, once it starts getting dark, well, it's like this. The PS5 has been playing up. I've ordered a PS5 Pro, should be here in a few days. Sounds very similar to my situation, Florian. Oh, hang on. My PS5 started just randomly overheating on TSW. So it was like, oh, can't be having that. That was actually before this route came out. I remember it was on the MB to the Boston route, Boston-Worcester. My PS5 just randomly started overheating all of it. It never had an issue before, then it just started randomly overheating on the Boston route, which was about a week before this route came out. So I was like, oh, I can't be having that for this route, so then got the PS5 Pro. Oh, hang on, wait, I haven't got the line light back. Hang on. There you go, power's back, we're all good. 275. Again, I don't think tomorrow's video will be in the 86. I'll probably do another run in the 80, a full length run, do it tomorrow, but I'll split it into 2. So yeah, not sure what tomorrow's video will be. Maybe I'll do Train Sim Classic. Because I think after this I might jump on the West Coastway by George and do a little run in there. Hope it doesn't look too dark, the webcam. Right, it was up to, well, back up to 100 for us now. Cool, let's get a little flyby shot. I appreciate everybody coming. We've got 50 people in. Yeah, thanks all for coming in and watching me drive the 86, which shit is out now on all platforms. Well, that's gonna be a nice shot. And that shot, wow. Looks so good, this route. Very good. There's an 87 of a mail service by the looks of things, or a parcel service. Switched off sometimes it just wouldn't load the game and then freeze. Weird. The only downside to the Pro is that you don't get a disk drive. Although saying that, I don't think I really ever used the disc for the PS5. Apart from GTA. I think once. I suppose that's sort of the thing about a disc drive. You sort of want to get it. It's just like, oh, I might play a game on disc, but then yeah, with the PS5, I literally never did. Or only once with GTA. And there is a slow section on here. Now again, I can't remember really where it is, but there is a slow section on this bit. Where it comes down to 80 or 85. So we might end up speeding a little. Well, hopefully not. Cool. Put that down a bit. Let's put a pole up. Where's the poles? Where are they? Whilst just keeping an eye out on the train. Who's getting / got the 87? That's it. Oh, hello, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, no, the 86, not the 87. There you go, little pole there. So click yes if you're thinking about getting it, or you have got it, and no if it's not your cup of tea. That'll be nice, Florian, although yeah, as you said, I doubt that will happen. I still can't believe TSW 6 is going to be on last gen consoles. I mean, that is like, wow, really? Like current gen consoles just aren't really being, as someone put it really well, like they're not really attractive enough. Now what was the word? Yeah, that was like someone that summed it up really well. They're not really like attractive enough for people to get because everything's just on the old ones still. And they're not like really, really, really good. Something like that. Yeah, TSW 5, I need TSW 2. Well, with TSW 6, David, there is going to be the free starter pack. So definitely try and pick that up. I still can't believe that current gen consoles have been out 5 years. Or coming up to 5 years. I mean, that's crazy. It's going to be like the next gen soon. So I've started saving my pennies. I think the speed comes down here somewhere. So I'm going a bit slow. I'm going about 85 at the moment, which is about 15 miles an hour off, which we can do. So See, the departure ball goes a bit funny when it gets dark. It starts sort of, yeah, gets a bit too bright. What routes have you been playing on TSW2, David? Yeah, which routes have you got on there to play? I'm interested. Bit of zoom in action. Try and see any speedboards. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And has there really been any massive games yet? Well, I mean, GTA 6 is going to be a massive game. There wasn't really any big games, was there, really, for PS4 to PS5? You have a Xbox One S? Nice, Chris. How does that run, TSW? PS6 will come out late 2027. I've slowed right down. I've got a feeling the speed does drop. Maybe I'm thinking, I always think that, but maybe it doesn't on this stretch. So it's just pointlessly slowing down. Maybe we should speed back up. Although I feel like I'll do that, then the speed will come down. I thought there was a slower bit here. Maybe there is. There's a curly bit coming up now. Maybe there's a slower bit. I'll try it running it on your PC. Fair enough, David. CS Chippy, thanks for coming in. Take care. And maybe it doesn't slow down. Maybe it's all in my imagination. No, it does. It does definitely. Surely here it's going to slow down. Can't be 100 through here. Maybe it is. Probably better on your Xbox. Oh, it does. There we go. Look. Oh, 105. Huge difference. Let's speed back up. Maybe somewhere the speed drops, but not here. I'll speed up, then it'll slow right down. Cool. So there shouldn't be too long, we'll be at Carlisle. There is an 80 coming up soon, yeah. It's such a blooming long stretch, it's like, whereabouts? Oh, there's an 85. Oh, we've got about 87 at the moment. I mean, a little bit cheeky, but there it is. So it's after the 105. Yeah, that's probably the only... Well, we've been so far so good, but that's the only naughty bit we've done there. Yeah, 87 and an 85. Oof. We got here 90. I knew it was somewhere, I was just a bit too soon for it. And as soon as it starts speeding up, it then starts. So I was really, it's just when the 105 starts, but there's not really any proper marker for that. It all just looks the same around here. I was there a siding before it, and that was a way back. So it's really just when you see the 105, just start coming down to 85. You feel the game is so expensive, but it's at the same time so worth it. I'm reading whilst looking out for speedboards. Probably enough for one day around it. All you've bought is the Brighton Mainland, the Bakerloo, and the Class 700. You must have spent at least 50. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby. I mean, not as expensive as say model trains, but yes, train sim is expensive, but it's fun. spent hundreds of pounds on this game and on Train Sim Classic, but it's fun. I enjoy it, so it's worthwhile. It's worth that money. Although good advice is try and get things on the sale. It is fun. It's a fun game. And there is a neutral section coming into Carlisle, although we should have yellows by then, so. And it's like 20 miles an hour as well, 15 or 20 into Carlisle. Let's get another flyby shot. Actually, let's not get a flyby shot, because we are now on the way into Carlisle. I think we had a warning there for a 20. So we need to get the brakes on quite quickly. Yeah, this is Carlisle coming up, and the neutral section is coming up as well. So you've really got to get your brakes on here. Is that a 40? There's a 40. But here we are. You've got a package on Steam sale, about 20 quid. Yeah, the sales are the best time to get stuff for this game. And same with Train Sim Classic as well. Like, you know, 30 quid each time for a route. That's quite a bit. Whereas if you can get it on sale for half that, 2 routes for the price of 1, lovely. So now you've got a little 08 there. Did a bit of shunting. The route actually does continue quite a way north of Carlisle. It goes up to the Kingmore Depot, which is about, what, 2-3 miles north of Carlisle. If you've never checked that out, do check it out. So it does go actually a bit further north out of Carlisle. Power's gone out. Power's back on. Sometimes it doesn't come back on, the power, and you have to press the overload button. Right, platform 3? Yeah, platform 3. No idea which one that is, but it's one of them. All I know is it's going to be 20. And possibly even lower than that. Right, you've got 47 doing some work over there as well. That was a nice one though, hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. This route is one of your favourites. You knew nothing about BR Blue era before TS. Same as well. I'm watching logos on YouTube, awesome. Yeah, before Northern Transpennine, Tees Valley, my knowledge of anything pre-Electrostar was just none, literally none. But now I'd say I'm actually quite knowledgeable when it comes to these BR bits and pieces. Jimmy Milner, you've got a little terrier on there. Well, that was fun. There's another 86 there, probably another cross-country service. Awesome looking station here. It does like to slide when you use the loco brake. I mean, you use that below sort of 5 miles an hour. So you got to be careful, there's a red light. Don't want to stop too early as well. I'm just going to get a little bit of power just to make sure we don't come to a complete stop too early again. You probably would have people getting off the train already. As it's slammed, or you can't really stop them. Yeah, that will do. And here we are. This is, well, that's it. We've done it. That is Carlisle. Well, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. That was a look of the Class 86, which is out now on all platforms. £19.99. Yeah, pretty cool. For the West Coast Mainline Over Shap route. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards with the 5% off coupon. Apart from that, see you all and take care. Have a good evening. Fair enough, David. Have a good evening, everybody. See ya. I put it just to show you the debrief screen. Not bad at all. I mean, that couple of speed in there. One was what we know that was when we were going 87 in the 85, and then the other one was a bit at Lancaster, where we were probably slightly went above 15. But apart from that, like 90 miles, platinum medal, not bad. So yeah.